Hi, welcome to 150 hours of chess, and today is day 15. Um, Sorry to start late today because my monitor suddenly stopped working and I tried to reboot it, but it's still not working. So, um, I'll have to only use my computer today. Um, Wish me good luck. Um, For the last 2 weeks, I was learning and practicing different variation of Sicilian Defense, and I feel like I am fairly comfortable with that. So from today, I am thinking about starting French defense. Um, I have seen two variations so far. One is the sort of like a close one, and the other one is exchange. So today I'll take a look at that and then try to see, play as black, what things can I do when it happens. And then I will play a few puzzles and then play a few games. With the games, I will play Italian opening as white, and then I will try to play French defense as black. And let's start. With the French defense, I think, yeah, I would like to be black. Um, E4, E6, and then what happened? Um, I need to check. That's Sicilian, Italian. Where is the French? Give me a few sec. Okay, I'll find it. So French defense is like a slow game with e4, e6. The advanced variation is d4, d5, e5. Is d4, which take more center, and then d5, challenge the white, and then e5, white closed the center. With the variation here that now white control the space, and my knight can't go to where I usually go to. If I am black, what can I do? So black here is not a good choice. Here would drive off the center. I prefer not to do that, I guess. With the black here, I mean that is an option because that could goes to here, and but if I do that, and then they could just simply push it here to block where my knight could go. And also, if my knight stay on e7 square, then my bishop would be blocked. And if I push this pawn out to go from this side, my king can't castle this way because it's not as safe. Well, I mean, maybe that is not that bad. If my pawn pushed to here, then they still can't do anything from this side because it is blocked by their pawn. pawn line likely to be this. So I guess I could go knight e7. Maybe they'll push it here just to prevent me from going to control the center. And then I go to g6, preparing for this. No, that is not great because the dark square bishop is watching on this diagonal. So that could directly give away my bishop. And if my bishop goes here, that's completely stuck here, can't go anywhere. So I feel like that might not be a good choice. If I get my bishop out, I can get it to here. But basically all the other space could be controlled by my opponent. And once they build a defense line here, then my dark square bishop, if they are on this side, if they are on the queen side, it's basically stuck on the queen side. So I feel like it would still be nice to get to the king side. I feel like for this case, it's really easy for them to build a dark square line that is completely blocking. So maybe I should consider doing something king side, like bring the knight out, but here is stuck, and once they do this, it's pointless control the b4 and a5, because like dark square can't go that way. And currently my light square is a bit stuck as well. I have to go to I feel like it's really disadvantage to play as black for the French defense. Yeah, I wonder if I play as black in French defense and it ended up in the advanced variation. It doesn't seem like there are good moves because their pawn just simply idea behind the French defense is black accepts less space temporarily in exchange for attacking white's center later. So the position is not white is better, it's rather white have space versus black has target. They are potentially overextended. Leave the squares behind weak. Especially their center pawn can become a target. Black's main French idea is attacking the pawn chain base. In advanced French, the base is usually d4. So in French, as black, I should attack d4. Black plans attack d4 with c5. In here, that I push to here, directly challenge it. But what if they take? I guess if they take, I can take back with bishop and also developing the bishop. And also my queen could come out this way to attack here. Typical setup, knight c6, queen b5, queen b6, bishop d7, rook c8, all pressure on d4. With the knight c6, queen b6, bishop d7, bishop d7, bishop what 7? Bishop d7, d7. How does that pressure? Rook c8, rook c8. I can see this. I can see the knight. I can see the queen. But I can't see the bishop. How does that pressure there? Later break with f6 sometime. f6. Like here. With here, if they take, I can take it back with queen. But that would feels obvious in French. Practice patient matters more. Black often plays compact solid counterattack. White space advantage can actually create more problems. Okay, it seems like for the black to play French defense, I want to put pressure on the d4 and then if they create a solid pawn line, try to break the pawn line or get inside the pawn line and then playing inside. That's how I interpreted the idea behind it. And with a here, if the idea is to challenge here, I can push the pawn to directly challenge it, and then use it to develop my bishop, and then maybe get my knight out to pressure here, or even get my queen out to pressure here, and then just take away their center pawn. But one thing that I don't understand is if I push the f6, use that to challenge, that means that when my king castle, no matter they do short castle or long castle, there won't be a 3-pawn in front of the king to protect the king, like in either way. Like, why would I choose to, after that I lose the c-pawn, to challenge the center? Why do I want to, like, not lose the FL pawn, but also weaken the FL pawn to challenge the center? In the chess opening theory, after black already played c5, um, am I destroying my king's safety? Short answer, sometimes yes. That's why f6 must be timed carefully. But the deeper French idea is, if white's center is not challenged, black may slowly suffocate. So black is often willing to accept some king risk in exchange for breaking the center. The important French philosophy is, in many opens, king safety first, structure solid. But in French, black is slightly cramped, white has more space. If black never challenged the center, white may simply keep more space forever. So black pieces stay passive, eventually need counterplay. Why f6 specifically? Because black would want to remove e5, open lines, free position. How do strong French players handle this? They prepare f6 carefully, usually not immediately. They first develop pieces, castle, coordinate rocks, make sure center tension favors them. Timing matter. If white cannot exploit the open lines quickly, f6 becomes strong. If white can attacking pieces ready, f6 can become dangerous. So king's safety is not the first priority here. It is sort of giving up a little for controlling the center and active pieces. And the idea behind it is that after the pieces are developed, that I already get my king in a relatively safe, and then maybe even have the rock in the F file, that after I challenge and take on the f6, then it will like sort of open for the black. That's my interpretation for the advance. And the other one that I came across is the exchange, which is e4, e6, d4, d5, and then they take a natural, very natural move in my head would be queen to e file. I have a few choice of blocking it. I think the strongest one might be c6, seeing that that's also develop the bishop, protect the center pawn, and also doesn't block anything. And then next move, maybe I'll consider bring the knight. So if they choose to exchange, I feel like that would it's more not normal, but it's more natural to play as black, not as struggle as the advanced position. And I feel like that's the learning opening for today. I will try to play advanced variation well, I'll try to play French defense and see what my opponent choose for me, and then start to gain some ideas about how to play it. I will also try to review games if I came across advanced variation or any interesting variation, and also see if I come across any other situation that I other variations in the French defense. So now move on to today's puzzle. They move the rock up. I think they try to challenge my queen. Finish this puzzle off with a checkmate. Checkmate. If I take, they take, and then I can do this. They will have to drop back to protect, and then I take here. That should be it. King moved to here because I imagine I moved my rock there. Can I find a game ending idea? I am black. If I goes to here, that would check the king again. And I feel like they're likely to goes to here. And then I can bring my king up. Protect my knight. And then no, I can't bring my king up because the rock is here. I would like to check them again. So in this case, if I goes here, they are checked. They and here is controlled by me. Then they could either no, this is not smart because they can't take my knight. It is protected by the rock. And if my knight move again, they could be in exposed check. So if this happened, feel like king would move to this way. And then, yeah, my knight would be blocking it. I guess my knight could jump back. That would be protected by the pawn, but also they can just push the pawn. That would make it awkward for me. This is my rock could take it, but that would be unprotected. Okay, I start to feel stuck in the chess.com now. If I can get my knight here, that would at least fork their piece. But that won't be an endgame. The only problem is that after I move my knight, they could just push it here because my knight is unprotected. And then if I can't immediately get my rock involved. And if I do, if my knight goes here, that will control these two spaces. But my rock can't be involved. So how should I find a way here? Mm, I guess it would be nice to get my king involved into the game and then control lead space so the king can't go down. And then I just need to control here, which means that if my knight could be here, that would be good. When I stuck in this sort of situation, I was like, oh, why my brain not working today? It's like, what can I do? Like, in what angle should I start to think in this situation? Should I um think from how to checkmate? Should I think in the direction of how to remove my opponent's pieces? I can't actually see an immediate checkmate or even like a better idea. Because if I do this, obviously they're gonna move this way. And they likely to go to here and remove my pawn. But after I go there, then the two places that I can go, I can't actually do anything about it. I'm gonna ask for a hint. They propose a check. I have two ways to go. For this way, I can't bring my king up to protect it immediately. And if they goes to here, I will face that issue. I guess I can jump the knight back. If I goes to here, then I sort of block my rock of taking this pawn. They could even push it further. So so that is what they're thinking. But I mean, I can't go here. That would just be square one. I can go here. I can also go here. That check the king. The king could just go back. And that would be... No! If I do that, the square, the h3 square will be controlled, and then the rock could directly take it. Okay. What's happened in my head? So it seems like checking the king could be nice if they can't immediately take my piece, because in that way, I can focusing on forcing the king to move and trying to win some pieces or win something during the progress. They move the rock. I imagine it's because I pushed. With a checkmate. My first thought was like, if I push this pawn up, that's a fork. I can fork them. Well, in this situation, if I can get my queen here and then safely, that will be a checkmate. So I need to get my knight up. To protecting it. I still like the idea of this. And then I can take a piece and then goes. Ah, I didn't see that they could sort of win my queen with it. But what else can I, what exactly can I do though? Surely that doesn't mean that I'm taking it. Oh, they're thinking about pushing the pawn up, so that I can take here. Well, they can just drop. Surely that doesn't mean directly here. Like here. Or even like here. Ah, so immediately goes there. Okay. What's wrong with me today? Um, I think I might just like um ended the puzzle here and start to play some games. Yeah, I feel like my brain is a bit foggy again today. Um, plan to play 15-10 today because I am trying the French defense, and that would need a lot of calculation and thinking behind. So I'm good as I'm black. Okay, rather than close it or open it, they bring the knight in. I have a few choice. I can immediately remove the center here. And then I reckon if I immediately remove, I reckon they'll take it. And then their knight is in the center. I guess I can bring the pawn in to attack the knight here. But also I am exposed for queen g5. Which is not as bad, I think. If another way that I'm thinking is also get my piece out, control the center as well. But then I'll face a issue after they push it here. Then I'll have to move my knight again. I guess I could move it to here. And then after their knight take, I would have double pawn. So I feel like I'll take it here and then see how I can do it. So after they take, I feel like I will bring my knight out, preventing for here, preventing they put the pawn. And after that, I'm thinking about bringing my knight out. They didn't take. But they pushed the pawn here. I wonder what would be the next move. Because are they doing it because of here? I'm not sure. So I feel like now getting my knight out would be good. I'm just controlling the space. I might get my bishop out from the side, controlling the diagonal. And then they doing this. I wonder, are they aiming for here? And if that happened, I also have to watch for this. Like, it happened a few times after I do this, or they take the b7 pawn that my rock will be hanging. So I plan to do the bishop to controlling it as well. They develop the bishop this way, controlling the sort of center. I wonder if they are setting up for this or like this. If they go to here, then also they could attack my rock, but I can bring it up first. If they goes for here, I feel like it's fine to just take it with the knight. So I'm gonna do this. Preventing this. After this move, I reckon I will bring my knight out. They develop the bishop here. I wonder if they are aiming for this. No, that is pointless. They could be attacking the pawn here, because that would be another square that could, well, I guess the d5 is not as important in Sicilian. So rather than pushing it here, I feel like I would just develop the knight. And if they push it further, I reckon I'll just take it with pawn. So I have one, two, three thing protected, and they have, oh, they also have three protected with the bishop, knight, and queen. I take it first. Okay, their knight take it. I could let them take my knight. I could let them take my knight and then just like use this to develop the queen. But I can't develop if they take it here. I can't take it with my queen because they are watching it here. But then the knight will be forking me. I feel like I can also develop the bishop here, attacking them and also protecting the square. I feel like that's a good idea. That would also enable me to castle. But if they take it here, well, I guess I can drop back. If they take it here, bishop drop back, they can take my queen, and then I can take with rook, and that would be controlling open file. If after they goes here, I take, they take it back with bishop, I'll move my queen away. What other things I could do? After they take it, okay, they choose to take the knight. In that case, develop my queen, move my queen, and all my pieces are controlled, sort of, so it's fine. They are trying to take the knight and like pin the knight to the king. I feel like now it's safe to castle, but also if they take, I can take it back, and currently I don't have the need to move the knight. I was thinking about doing this. Oh, but then my center pawn won't be protected. I can't take the rock here even, because the queen is watching it. So I guess, even though it seems like it's a good move, but it's not actually a good move. I feel like either castle or get my rock to the center. Yeah, I'll castle first. And then I'm gonna move my rock here and then probably push it up. They bring the queen in. I feel like they also, this pawn is not protected. Feel like they might add in more pressure here on the knight. So if they take, I take back, they can take it, they'll win a piece. Probably better to protect the knight first. And now they double here. So they might aiming for this as well. With it here, I'm gonna bring my rook to here. I suspect they might take this pawn. And then they could be aligning up the bishop here and then aiming for this. Okay, they didn't. Well, if they didn't, there would be things I could do. I wonder if they are lining up for this. So after they move the knight here, that the queen will be attacking here together. So I'm gonna leave escape square and also preventing the knight to go there. My knight is not that great. Ooh, my pawn, I probably would lost it. I feel like I can move my knight here, letting it attacking the queen. and also create an open file for myself. Yes. Because this is protected by my knight. And then I'll see. Another good thing I'm letting up here is that here is open file now. If I can move my queen to this diagonal, I think that would be a nice checkmate if they don't sort of protecting this pawn here. And also if they move to anywhere, that my bishop will be protecting the center pawn. Okay, they are thinking about queen trade. I do not want to trade my queen. So I'm gonna move the queen here, make it aligned with this. They could push it here. Okay, okay. They took it. One thing I can do is push it up. If they move the rook, I can directly take here. If they use a queen to take, I can take it with the rook, and then they can take my rook. So that is still fine. And then their rook will be hanging after they move the queen. I reckon that's a good move. Or even, I just realized my bishop. I could take it with bishop and then see what their queen do. And even if the queen take it, that is not protected. That's hanging. Their knight is attacking my queen. I feel like I might just move it up and also attacking their bishop. Oh, I feel like they might also lining up. No, that's two different square, thank goodness. But I feel like they might aim for here. And then this way. And then if they do aim for this way, yeah, I would reckon I'll move it here. How... Oh, this position is so hard. I think I might move the bishop this way, because for this way there aren't many safe squares. Now their queen is not lining up anymore, so I feel like here is relatively safe for now. I could also try to take more piece if I can't checkmate here. Okay, they are doing that. I wonder if that is the case, maybe I should try to challenge the queen here. If my queen goes to there, nothing else could take it, and also they could move their queen. Would be nice to move this bishop. Now the issue is how. P0 with my knight. I guess I can go to here and here to try to move it. I can also try to challenge it somewhere. Okay, their queen take. Now, do I want to take it with this or with center? I feel like this is better. Always move it to the center. And now I have 4 pieces. How to coordinate those 4 pieces? I would probably just push it. Okay, they move it here, attacking my rock. I would, yeah, they can't easily attack there, so probably gonna stack it. Gonna try to involve the knight. Would be nice to get to here. If I get my knight here, where else can I go? Are they intended to take here? What was the idea? They might aiming for this. They might aiming for here. I wonder if this is what they're aiming for. In that case, but if I drop it back, the knight could directly take it. I sort of want to push it up and then just like challenge it a bit because it's end games now. They drop back. With it here, I can push further to sort of provoke the knight. Well, I guess they can take it, and then my knight will be hanging, so I have to resolve that first. Wait, it's sort of stacked. So here is controlled, here is here is controlled. They jump their knight up first. I reckon I might get my bishop back just to controlling here in case so that I can get my knight back. I am facing it here, but then I can take it. Okay, it does happen. So now here is controlled. If I can bring my rook to the open file and then goes to there, that would be checkmate. Depends on if they don't trade. Okay. They just adding more. But if they remove it, here would be a escape square. And I can't control. I mean, I could move. Yeah, if I can control the space, that would be really nice because that would be a fork. But it's not the case. I can come to the center and then controlling the space here. That won't be bad, I guess. They attack my rock. If they take my rock, I can take back with my bishop and then attacking the rook. And then after the rook move, I can bring it back. So yeah, take it. So if I can drop it back to here, even though that is unprotected, no matter let's say they take, that would be a checkmate. If they push it to chase it up here, I mean, if they chase it up here, I guess I can save my bishop at the same time. So I reckon this will be good. Okay, so they didn't see it. Cool. This is the new opening that I came across. With Robinson. With e4, e6, d5, d4, d5, and then knight c3, take e4. Okay, what were I doing after this? I was also thinking that I develop a knight here. If I do this, and then let's say they take, I take back. It feels a bit like then they can also still bring their queen out. So that would be a SV and something. In my other thought would be after these, they take it first. But that's different. Because now, I guess they can still push it here. Sort of attacking my queen. I could just move the queen. Oh, in this case, they can't do that because this is hanging. I could just take it. Okay. But for this, in this case, I could pin the knight to the king. I could, well, white could develop the queen, directly have a check. White could, yeah, I can't see all the good moves because that would just be a free knight and help me develop. Yeah. Okay. I'll have another game. I sort of now I sort of feel like maybe with this opening, rather than take it, night out is also a quite good like respond to their night out. Okay, I'm white, so that will be Italian. Um, see how they respond though. Okay, queen challenge. Instead of doing that, they directly get the bishop out to here. Not too worried. I would get my knight out, defend my center pawn first, and then if they take, I can take it with queen. With it here, I can move my queen out, pin it to the king. I like it. And now I am thinking about pushing the pawn here. Depends on the situation. I am thinking maybe I'll do long castle. Because after d3, they are attacking here, threatening here. I don't see any immediate threaten. So after these, okay, they get the queen out. Attacking the knight. So they are controlling like these space, and I somehow not that worried. My bishop could goes to, these two are good place and they can't push it further here because now they are pinned, and then even though they take it here first, I can take it with my knight. So I don't think that would walk into a pawn fork. Or I can just put it here, but that would control less center space. Here we definitely control more center space. So I'll put it here. They get the knight out. They could put their knight here. So I'm gonna get my knight out, just making sure I'm controlling. That's not exactly sure what they intended, because they could prepare to push up here. I can push it up here just in case for them to push further, I guess. Then they get the knight out as well. They attacking here. I feel like maybe now it is a good time to take this pawn because they will take it anyway. So if they take it here, I take it with my knight, that they can take it with their knight and I'll be down a piece. Unless I can easily find something else to defend it, which I cannot because the bishop here is currently stuck. And with my knight, there's nowhere I can go to easily defend it. But if I take it, they could drop back with their bishop. They could take it with the pawn. They could take it with the queen. None of them is too worrying for me. The only thing is that I don't want them to do this. So I'll take it. After they take it, they could push it further to fork. So I don't like that. Hey, how are you? Good evening. Okay, they take it back with the bishop. Now they're controlling here. I'm not that worried. So I reckon I'm gonna castle first. And I might push it here so that I can have a space for the queen and the light square bishop to come out. They castle. Good. Connect the rocks. Okay, they push the pawn further. I am wondering what are they intended? Because they could have pushed 2 squares to here. Actually. So now if I push it further here, after they take, no, they have 3 pieces controlling this square. What can I do? They push it here, preventing my queen goes there. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I wonder, should I move my knight back? And so currently they have 1 attack and 1 support. After that, I might could get my queen out. There aren't many safe square in this on the king's side for them. Other things, I wonder, should I just push the pawn here? I could start to pushing it up and start to open, or I can just like make sure to leave the safe escape for myself. They are pushing it further. I wonder, are they gonna push it here? If they do, after this, pawn take here, bishop take, and then my knight will be attack. I just realized my knight could go here and that would fork the queen and the bishop. And there's nothing watching here. So this is hanging. Okay. They move it and also attacking here. Well, my queen is watching, so I'm not too worried. So this is a free piece. And then what can I do? I can remove it here, but that might helping them. All that. Oh, they might lining up for this. With that. But even though they're lining up for this, what can they do? Like, they could take here, but what is the point? I guess they can drop it here. And then I can just move my king. Not save, not save, not save, not save, not save, not save, not save. Here is actually save. Maybe I'll save my knight first. Yeah, they can also push it here. I mean, it's pointless. Now the knight here is hanging. How can I do something about that? I can push it here. No matter what they take, I guess I can go here. Or like my knight could come back here and then I could start to oh, queen could come back. Okay, interesting. They move the knight. My dark square bishop. If I move my knight here, so if I move my knight here, they could take me, and then I take back. That would be a trade, and then they probably move their rocks to somewhere, or even probably maybe here, because that would be an open file, and that would control here, and then they could drop it back. But unlikely, or they could take me here. And then in that case, oh, if I move my knight here and then they take my bishop first, then I would like to take them because otherwise they could take my rook. And then after that, I no longer have a bishop watching here. They can take it with their knight, and then I'll be down pieces. In this case, I'm gonna move my bishop to here. That would also controlling where the knight could go. And also the bishop is controlling here. If I can make my queen safely go to this file, then like here is controlled. They are trying to attack it, so I guess now it's time to take it with the knight. After they take, I take it with the dark square bishop, and then they could come here, control the open file. That is not too bad in my opinion. Also, their queen is hanging at the moment. Yeah, that's sort of fine in my opinion. Um, their knight is hanging. I am thinking about going here. Well, actually, I just realized. I mean, queen trade is not that bad. Thinking about it. Also, they didn't realize the rock. Okay. Are they trying to controlling going to here? I don't know. But now I can see they, what are they up to? They are trying to walk my queen and the knight. Queen could go here. If, and that knight would be pinned to the queen, and then they can't take my rock. And there's nothing watching there. And if they move the knight, sorry, I need to take a look at what. Oh, it's my stuff being blown off from the chair. Also, this could be nice lining up as well. I suspect that they might take it here. Because it's hanging and also it's lining up for checkmate. What else can I do after that? Okay. Ah, that's a check. So they would have to do something about it first. I mean, probably drop down. And then they could take it. I can't take it back. Well, if I goes here and then they take, that won't be, because if I goes here, that would be a immediate check again after they take that. So as long as I can buy myself one more step, that would be checkmate. But also after this, if after I do this, they take it here, well, I guess I can just drop. So no matter what, I should be fine. Ah, so if I take back, that would be a queen trade. And now, and if they take me, I can take it with knight. Can I take it? No, I can't. I would have to solve it first. Where can my knight go? Knight could go here, but that would block my light square bishop. And also after queen take the pawn, I will be in check again. I could go here. They could bring the rock here, or bring the bishop here to check me again. Rock is easy to resolve because I can just take. Bishop would be hard to resolve because I don't want to take it with my queen. King could go this way. Knight can't easily check it again. Rock check could be resolved. Queen check could be resolved. And then that would be a better situation for me. Okay. This can I use anything to block? They could just take it. Bishop can't do anything. With what they doing? I have 2 places to go. If I goes here, same, this will be hard to resolve. But if I goes here, rock can't easily check it. Bishop can't check it. Knight can't check it. Queen could check. The 2 places it could check are controlled by me, so that should be good. And now I feel like they're gonna take my bishop. And if that happens, we are equal now. I can start to take. Yeah, it would be nice to start to resolve something. This would be nice, because that will protect this pawn, and it's also lining up here. I can start to lining up here, and also knight is pinned to the queen. I feel like they might do this, force a queen trade. Ooh, but after that they can't take with knight, because if they take, they'll be down pieces again. And then I can start to take here and start to push the pawn. And also after they move the queen and the queen resolved, then I can bring my rook out as well. Okay, they drop it back. Are they intended to watch this? Or what is the intention here? I feel like they might push it here, because that would be the easiest. That would be watched by these two, and it's sort of blocking it here and attack my queen. And I guess I could push my queen to here. They might just move the bishop. At least in that case, I can take the pawn here and then maybe start to push pawn. Okay, they did do that. Though I do have an issue with that push it further. Supported by the queen, I can't take it. My knight would have to, oh, my king would have to move. But after my king move, then how about I challenge the queen? Oh, that's actually worse because they could push it here. So now, okay. Oh, my bishop. Well, oh, what was I thinking? Fuck. Oh, what was I thinking? I was like, oh, I'm watching it, but then, yeah. I probably bring my knight out. What can I do? I can goes to here. What are they intended? This way. They could bring the king. I wonder, are they gonna start to give me check? And then now I can start to goes to here. Well, if I goes to here, then they could bring the rock up. Well, it's not smart for me to trade. I can drop back down. I can drop it back down this way. They can push it up. And then I guess I can drop down further. Not trade. This square have like 3 things watching. Oh, this game is really struggling. Okay. Are they aiming for this? With this, I feel like I could try to start to. Oh! How did I not see that? They probably aiming for this. But No, I don't want to take it. No matter which way I go, they can just take it with rock, and they are 2 steps away, and I am 3 steps away. And currently, oh! I don't think there is much thing I can do now. Maybe I can force a... Yeah. They could just push it here. I guess I can... Oh, pardon. My opponent plays so solidly. Yeah, how are you doing today? My monitor was broken today, and I tried to fix it, but didn't work. So I only have one, like just the laptop screen. So I have to going back and forth to look at the comments. Queen e5, I'll move 22. Oh, I have 2 blunder here. I'll move 22. Ah, yeah, the pin. You could have blocked the bishop on d3. I'll move 23. I could have blocked the bishop. Block with the bishop like here. I guess... I guess my king would be protecting my bishop. What did I do? I'll move my king. I see. So I've also allowed them to check me again. I can see, yeah, that's a really good point. Oh, bishop d6 is really good. How do I not see it? That could save my bishop, or at least it will be a trade. I was like too hoping that I could win it here and didn't actually trick my opponent fairly, and actually I was just like hoping that they just leave it there. But yeah, you're right. I could have bring it back, and then that would save my bishop and also block the check. Move 28, queen d5, win the bishop. 25, queen d5. Win a bishop. Ah, the fork. True. True. What did I do? Why did I do that? Oh, I was thinking that they could push it further and then my that would be a check. My king would have to move again. But then I realized if I do this, that would be a check immediately. And then they would have to resolve that first. And then I will have time for that. But it's a good point. I didn't see that. I have a few blunder in this game. Oh, apparently this is not a good move. There's an inaccuracy. They think I should bring my bishop out. Support the pawn here. But my question is, if I didn't bring the queen out to pin the pawn to the king, instead I get the bishop out, they would take. Yeah. And then I have two pieces here. I didn't realize. I was like, oh, they could just take it. But now I can see. Yep. Yep, that's a good point. So coming back to here, that was inaccuracy. They get the bishop out. Why this is not good. Like, they propose to push the pawn here. Yes, I am trying to play more solidly. Because the queen is watching here. I was thinking they could take here because that is hanging. And then this will block them. Discover attack on the bishop. Oh, but they could just drop back. I guess I control those squares. I see, I see. Yeah, I do need to think a bit more. They get the queen out. I get my bishop out. Well, they still think I should attack the bishop here. Oh, my knight here would be a fork. My better option is to move a queen to a more active spot. The best move is to offer an equal trade. I see. Yeah, they suggest the move that you mentioned. Apparently I should go here. Why? Defend the pawn that was under attack. They were thinking about this move. But was here. I was thinking about lining up for this. But also they did this move. Me move to here is a check, and then I can win the free bishop here. And then the trade happened. Yeah, that was a blunder that I already see. Yeah. Oh, this game. It was it's so interesting to see, like, in the middle game, it was like each of us blundered so many times. Yeah, thank you for dropping by today. I think that's it for today. I learned French defense today. I took a look at the two variations, which one of them is the advanced and the other one is the exchange variation, and I try to think what can I do as black. And it's quite interesting that it have a different idea from the Sicilian, and it have the idea, especially in advance, it is pretty unnatural to me because I have to like I think I have to push the pawn up and then like basically sacrifice my probably at file and c file pawn to remove the center pawn. And I was like, that's so unnatural because after I do that, both of the king side and the queen side won't be that safe for the king after castle. So it would be interesting to practice on that and see how that will go. And then I played a bit puzzle and then played two games. I am going back to playing 15-10 minutes rapid game because I am learning a new opening, and then need some time to test the theory and then see how that work and what is the idea behind those opening. And yeah, that's it for today. And I did saw a new opening called Robinson variation. I did came across in the first game that I played. I'll probably take a look afterwards, but also I might take a look tomorrow. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for dropping by, and I hope you have a good evening. And I'll see you tomorrow.